They really are eventually, sooner or later, going to find themselves caught between the Chinese government and the US government, inevitably. The new laws in Hong Kong allow the authorities here to demand that these companies take down posts and provide them with the information, the personal identifying information of people who the government thinks have posted information that is in breach of national security. And if they don't comply, that's a criminal offence for these companies and their employees who are based here in Hong Kong. On the other hand, if they do comply, they're sure to get a very sharp reaction from the authorities in the US and indeed the broader public opinion market in the US.
And that's the point. Absolutely, those dual prongs, the public opinion, which we've seen so devastating for Facebook domestically and internationally recently as well, plus the politicians who've already got these companies in their sights in many ways as well. Anthony, to me, it just seems like they have to pull out because they can't actually put at threat their US and international operations for the sake of their Hong Kong and Chinese. Or am I missing something here?
Look, it certainly looks like they would be pulling out employees and ceasing to have a base of operations, a physical base here. They might continue to offer the services here, and there's no suggestion yet that the Hong Kong authorities are planning to actually block those apps. But who knows in the future, if they refuse these sorts of requests and they're seen to be a bad actor by the Hong Kong government, the next step at some point in the future may well be the extension of that Great Firewall of China to here in Hong Kong as well.
But again, the threat, and you've put this, I think it was in your recent commentary in the Financial Times, if you can arrest foreign nationals, including business people, and send them to the mainland for trial as well, that is going to put a huge block on executives wanting to go into China and have free speech when they get out again, or in Hong Kong as well.
Absolutely. It's a strong disincentive for these people to even set foot in Hong Kong, transit in Hong Kong, even take a flight on Cathay Pacific, which as an airline with its planes registered in Hong Kong is technically also subject to the law. It also stymies any attempt by the Hong Kong government to build itself as some kind of a tech hub or to encourage high-tech companies to set up businesses here. So it really isn't good news.
Is there a way that this can be toned down? I mean, diplomacy, international relations, it solves many issues before it gets to a point of crisis as well. Can you see any way that the international community or indeed the Hong Kong authorities and the Chinese authorities can talk this one down and walk back from this confrontation?
Well, I guess the real crisis point will only ever arise if and when the Hong Kong authorities actually make one of these requests to one of these companies. So all these companies, Facebook, Twitter and others, have said they are planning not to respond to any such requests if they receive them. If the Hong Kong authorities are careful about the way they use this power and don't actually make any such requests, or only make such requests in very clear and obvious and objectively justifiable situations, that might result in a situation that it could be resolved. So the real crisis point hasn't hit us yet, and we may be forestalling that for some time, and that really is in the hands of the Hong Kong authorities.